I've gone through some hangovers that were horrible. Horrible that lasted 2 3 days. Horrible that I was waking up after a couple of hours of comatose sleep and thinking that I was going to have a heart attack, right? I'm not sure if this is a real fear that a lot of people have, but I'm sure it is. I gave it a lot of thought before I stopped drinking alcohol. Was I going to go through, a lot of severe alcohol withdrawal symptoms? The vast majority of people who approach this and approach it right are not going to go through any symptoms at all, or very mild symptoms. The likelihood of you experiencing serious withdrawal symptoms, shit like you see in the movies, that's really marginally low. Most people are going to notice some changes, some discomfort, especially if they're used to drinking on a regular basis. But, even them, mostly it's going to be very mild. I have to sort of point out to you most people have a hangover, right? And then they will stop for a couple of days because the hangover was that bad. Now, a lot of people have gone through this. And when they stop drinking alcohol, I'll go back to what I'm, my experience, and this is the experience of most of my clients as well. I've gone through some hangovers that were horrible. Horrible that lasted 2 3 days. Horrible that I was waking up after a couple of hours of comatose sleep and thinking that I was going to have a heart attack, right? Horrible to that degree. And then stopping drinking alcohol, right? And when I stopped, I didn't drink. I stopped on the 2nd of January. I didn't drink on the 1st of January. Hardly. I had a small beer and half a glass of wine. I thought, what's the point in this? And on New Year's Eve, I didn't drink a lot, right? So I didn't have a huge hangover to deal with. And no withdrawal, right? I was uncomfortable because of I was craving it. If you take a habit and you take the fuel of that habit out, the habit is still trying to kick off. But it's got no fuel anymore. You've taken out that thing, so there's a gap. Nature hates a vacuum. So it will give you that push to drink, to fill that gap. And you're not filling it anymore. So you're going to get that. That's what I think most people talk about when they're talking about cravings. But, if you're worried, go to your doctor. And that's all I can say to you. Take care. Onwards and upwards.